Recreation Department, Craig?
Just a few announcements. Registration for basketball is now over. The travel basketball teams start games this week. Our junior ski program at King 5 for grades 1 through 3 start this Friday. And court sports that are on Wednesday have been canceled due to low numbers. We only had 2 kids sign up, so we're going to be brainstorming to look to do something else on Wednesdays after school.
And the skating rink will be up and running by the weekend?
Yep, I just talked to TV.
That's good. That's all. Did you have anything more? Okay, thank you. We discussed with Craig earlier, we're going to try to institute some of the programs that we've had previously that were in the brochures. We're looking to present more opportunities for our young people and our seniors to get out during these winter months, and also continue those programs through the summer and fall and spring. So look forward to another, maybe smaller version of the brochure that we had, but with more activities. Thank you. Selectmen's office.
So we've reviewed and voted on every department and agency budget at this point, and have the warrant articles prepared for the selectmen to vote on. Made significant progress there, and I think we're all set to do that in a few minutes. I created a certificate of occupancy checklist and application to streamline the process for the taxpayers and the zoning and building enforcement, so everybody truly knows what needs to be done and make the application process more efficient. We onboarded the new superintendent of the works, and I began working with TJ to maximize our efficiency in 2020, and he's already alluded to some of the good work he's done. We've began working on a transfer station job posting to be announced. We're hopefully anticipating a full-time 40-hour position pending the town meeting vote on that. And I've got requests out for town reports from all departments and agencies. Doing my best, but there's really no comprehensive resource for a distribution list. So it's on the website, and bottom line is folks need to get me their report if they want it in the town report by January 24, and I need it electronically, so by email. And then finally, on the Whittier Covered Bridge, I've got a meeting on the books with DOT guy who's high up there and going to help us get to the final stages. So he and myself and Hoyle Tanner, who's our firm that has overseen that project, are all going to meet next week, and I hope that I have some clear next steps for wrapping this up. That's one of my main goals for 2020.
Town clerk, tax collectors.
Okay. So year to date, we've collected 5.5 million of the second half tax. We will be sending out reminder letters in the middle of February for those who might have forgotten the owed taxes. Our clerk for the month of December, we did over 100,000 in autos.
That's great. What do we have outstanding in tax?
Just a little over $1 million.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Transfer station, Brewster.
Everything's about the same over at the transfer station. Our truck should be back Thursday. It broke down, had it hauled up to Brian Brownell's, and I'm just waiting for some reports to come in so I can give Matt the figures that he needs for the town report. That's about it.
Thank you. Well, Albert, water and sewer.
I've been busy with all my end of the year reports to the state. You know, like 5 or 6 of them I've been having to send out. And we've been having clear hydrants, of course, as the snow. That's been keeping us pretty busy. There's quite a bit going on. Planning on stuff for spring, working on projects for spring. Other than that, about the same.
Okay. Thank you. Government buildings. Well, not government buildings, I'm sorry.
I was going to...
Building inspector. It's not on here, we need to change that.
We're still going strong. A couple new homes went out last month, a lot of inspections. It's still very busy. You figured it'd be slowing down, but it's not.
It's not.
Going very strong.
The zoning officer's not
Jonathan's not here today.
Okay. Do you know what he's working on?
He's working on water issues right now, shoreline protection permits.
Okay.
That's most of them right now.
All right, great. Thank you. Open the meeting to public input. Ash.
Happy New Year, everybody. This is the Mount Washington Valley Economic Council bill that we pay annually for their membership, which has been helpful. So our board approved it in November. Just wanted to get it to you. I was going to hand this to Tony, but I figured I'd go through you first. This is the lighting plan, or one of the items that Joe has researched. At least the company. I don't know anything about it. He just gave that to me, so I was like, I'll hand it to the town, because the last time I was here, you wanted to discuss it with Tony, so.
Right, we do. We're just really busy right now. But
Yeah. I just wanted
I
it
certainly
out
don't
of my
like that
hands.
light. That certainly doesn't say anything about us.
No, I agree. But I think that if you look at the brand and look online, that's what Joe was looking at for an example
Are
for
these
the
the ones that
solar.
are $3,000
Yeah.
a piece?
Yep,
Yeah.
and the solar panel goes around it.
I would never ask our taxpayers to pay that for light, so.
I'm just the messenger.
Right,
I wanted
I
it
know
off
that,
of my
yeah.
car seat.
Would you give that to
Yeah.
TJ, please, and ask him
Absolutely.
to look into it?
Yep, absolutely. That's all I have.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there any more public input? No public input? Great. Make a motion that we approve the Selectmen's meeting minutes from Monday, December 23rd, 2019. Second. All those in favor? Aye. Make a motion that we approve the Selectmen's work session and non-public session Monday, December 23rd, 2019. Second. All those in favor? Aye. Make a motion that we approve the minutes from the budget review meeting with the Selectmen on Thursday, January 2nd, 2020. Second. Those in favor? Aye. TJ, our new superintendent of the works, has gone out to bid with some different items. One is the salt quotes. He received three quotes. One was Granite State Minerals at $56.5 per ton. Second one is Morton Salt at $59.50 per ton. And the third one is Champion Salt at $70 per ton. NHDOT has awarded Granite State Minerals and Morton Salt with a contract for this season. Granite State was awarded a contract for DOT Districts 3 through 6, and Morton was awarded a contract for Districts 1 and 2. Ossipee is located in District 3, so in order to get the NHDOT contract price, I would like to recommend awarding the contract to Granite State Minerals. The amount budgeted for 2020 is $80,000 and would come out of that budget item line. Make a motion that we grant this to Granite State Minerals. Second. All those in favor? Aye. Second one is for cutting edges. Below are three quotes for cutting edges for the 2020 season. Jordan Equipment, $6,066.20. HP Fairfield, $6,520. Viking Sives, $5,595. The foreman, Bill Eldridge, and I would like to recommend Jordan Equipment for our cutting edges for the 2020 season. After speaking with Bill, these cutting edges tend to last better and install much easier with the equipment the town has. The quality of the product in the past has been great. I make a motion that we grant the cutting edges to Jordan Equipment.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
This is for the purchase of winter sand. I would like to recommend that the town of Ossipee purchase winter sand from Ossipee Aggregates, just like previous years. Ossipee Aggregates is the only facility that washes the sand. By washing the sand, this will help get the fines out of the sand and in return help to reduce clogging of spreaders in the trucks during the cold weather. The amount budgeted for 2020 is $35,000 and would come out of that line item. And make a motion that we grant the sand to Ossipee Aggregates.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
This is for gravel purchase for 2020. Below are the 3 locations and purchase order amounts for gravel for the 2020 season. Evans Brothers, which is the old Berry Pit, $25,000. Ossipee Aggregates, $25,000. Green Oaks Pit, Duncan Lake Road, $10,000. You're going to purchase some from each one, am I correct?
Yeah, that's how they did it in
Okay.
previous years.
Thank you. Make a motion that we approve the purchase from these 3 vendors.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Below are the 3 locations and purchase order amounts for gravel. Are there 2 of the same one?
There's 3. There's one for.
Oh, one
ag
for,
and
this is for Green Oak. Okay, so that one was for, what's that say on the top?
Gravel product. Doesn't say. Gravel products.
Up the top, and right under the phone number.
Nothing.
Ossipee Aggregates, looks like it
This
says.
one's Ossipee Aggregate.
Right.
Oh, I see, you're
On
doing,
the- on-
he's
right
doing a
here.
purchase out of
Yeah.
each company.
Yeah,
So
they're
that
not
one's-
signed yet, so.
Okay.
So this one's for Green Oak Realty. I make a motion that we grant this to Green Oak Realty.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
This is for Evans Brothers. I make a motion that we grant this to Evans Brothers in the amount of $25,000.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye. Aye.
What's the folder for those? It's all yours.
The Town of Ossipee check voucher totals for week ending December 28th with a pay date of December 31st. Total payroll was $49,215.78. Total accounts payable was $23,381.71. Water and sewer payments, accounts payable was $6,228.41. I make a motion to approve this. Second. All in favor? Aye. I have the payroll reimbursement request for week ending 12/28, pay date 12/31. This is for the water and sewer payroll. Total amount is $2,612.44. Make a motion to approve that. Second. All in favor? Aye. Town of Ossipee check voucher totals for week ending January 4th, 2020 with a pay date of January 7th, 2020. Total payroll was $201,752.22. Total accounts payable was $2,466,171.19. Total water and sewer accounts payable was $6,721.48. Make a motion to approve this.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Total payroll reimbursement request for week ending January 4th, pay date January 7th. This is for the Water and Sewer Department. Total payroll was $3,365.90. Make a motion to approve this.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. I have a warrant from the Water and Sewer Department in the amount of $484.86 with penalties after February 7th. I make a motion to approve this.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Have a warrant for water and sewer in the amount of $660 with all penalties after February 10th. Make a motion to approve this.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Another warrant for water and sewer department in the amount of $600 with penalties after February 10th. Make a motion to approve this.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Can I have the purchase orders back? The purchase orders?
I have one more warrant from the Water and Sewer Department in the amount of $86,019.84 with penalties after February 10th. Make a motion to approve this.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Do these if you want. Yeah. I'm all set.
I have a request for a clerical abatement. Property owner Robert Varnon. Reason for abatement: this camper was registered for the 2019 tax season. However, taxes are still due for the deck. Assessing clerk's recommendation is to grant $241. I make a motion that we grant this clerical abatement.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. I have another request for a clerical abatement for Tony Tracy in the amount of $204. This camper was registered for the 2019 tax season, so we need to abate the taxes. The assessing clerks recommend to grant. I make a motion we grant this clerical abatement.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. I have another request for a clerical abatement for Mike Flaherty in the amount of $380. This gentleman was charged for 2 campers incorrectly. We need to abate him for the one that is not on the property. The assessing clerk recommends to grant this clerical abatement. I make a motion that we approve this abatement.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. I have another request for a clerical abatement for Christopher Libby in the amount of $480. This camper was registered for the 2019 tax season, and there is only 1 camper on the site. However, tax will still be due on the shed and deck that is there. and the assessing clerks recommends to grant it. I make a motion that we grant this abatement.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Is she reading the amounts? No. Okay, they'll get it.
I have another clerical abatement, request for a clerical abatement from Town of Ossipee, 129 Dores Corner Road, for $725. The town took this property after April 1st, so I was unable to make it exempt until after the final billing. The assessing clerk's recommendation is to grant this abatement. I make a motion that we grant this clerical abatement.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. I have a notice of intent to cut wood or timber from Jim Rhymes, map 78, lot 1, sub 4. The logger is Eldridge Logging LLC, Michael Eldridge. The taxes have been paid and there is no cemetery. I make a motion, we approve this intent to cut wood or timber.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. I have another notice of intent to cut wood or timber from Winifred Mitchell, Chapel Road, map 57, lot 2. It is a supplemental intent. They will be going over their original intent to cut, so they are filing a supplemental because they're going over. And Pearlie Ryder is the logger. I make a motion, and the taxes are paid, and there's no cemetery, and I make a motion, we approve this intent to cut wood or timber.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. I have a contract for use of facilities. Name of group, Carroll County Attorney's Office. And the nature of the activity is Sexual Assault Resource Team, SART meeting. Dates of activity, January 23rd, 2020, February 27th, 1:30 p.m. to 3 p.m. and it is okayed by Craig. I make a motion that we approve this contract for use of facilities.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. I have another contract for use of facilities from Rosette Chittenden. Nature of activity is a baby shower. To be held, date of activity, February 15th, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. And the deposit has been received. So I make a motion that we approve this contract for use of facilities.
Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. I have the transfer station daily log from December 15th through January 4th. And that will be on file in the Selectmen's office. I have the highway weekly report, which is already been given, and this will be on file in the Selectmen's office. I have the recycling center daily cash log for the month of December 2019. Total collected $5,213.65.
I have a housekeeping that needs to be signed. The Town of Ossipee Water and Sewer Department Emergency Operation Plan. We just have to sign it. It's updating the names of the Board of Selectmen, which will have to be updated shortly. Oh, I make a motion to sign this.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Sorry.
You want to open it up for public input before we go into the warrant articles?
No, I think we should do that still.
Do these now?
Yeah, we're still.
Each one do a page. Each one do a page. Okay, we're going to review the warrant articles for the town meeting this year and vote on them right now. Article number 1, to see if the town will vote and raise and appropriate the sum of $300,000 for the purpose of repair and improvements to the town roads. Make a motion to approve this.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
To see if the town will vote and raise and appropriate the sum of $20,000 to be added to the Highway Equipment Capital Reserve Fund. This fund has been previously established. Make a motion to approve this.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
To see if the town will vote and raise the sum of $20,000 for the purpose of town building improvements. That's the town hall, freight house, highway garage, library,
Okay.
and police station. That was originally $15,000, but after talking with the government buildings person from last year and the new guy, there's a few projects that they have to complete, and the $15,000 won't be enough. I make a motion to approve this.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
to see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $20,000 to be added to the bridge repair and/or replacement expendable trust fund previously established. Make a motion to approve this.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. To see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $20,000 to be added to the solid waste improvements expendable trust fund previously established. Make a motion to approve this.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
To see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $58,580 for the purpose of paying the Ossipee Water and Sewer bond payment for 1 year. Make a motion to approve this.
Ossipee Water System, not Ossipee Water and Sewer
This is Ossipee Water Systems.
Systems, yeah. You said sewer.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Motion to approve this.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. To see if this town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $47,000 for the purchase of purchasing 1 new police cruiser and equipment. The full amount to come from the town's unassigned fund balance. Make a motion to approve this.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. To see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $23,970 for the purpose of restoring 4 books entitled Town Records Volume 24 through Volume 27, dated from 1989 to 1995. 1 book entitled Appointments, 1909 to 1945, and 3 books entitled Inventory, 1870 through 1889. Make a motion to approve this.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
See if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $15,000 to be added to the revaluation capital reserve account previously established for the purpose of a complete revaluation of the town in the year 2020. And make a motion that we approve this.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
To see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $20,000 to be added to the benefit pay expendable trust fund previously established. And make a motion we approve this?
No, we're not.
Oh, no, this, I'm sorry, we're going to zero fund this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I can take it out, that's my fault.
Sorry.
This will be zero funded. We feel that we have enough money in there at this time. We don't really see any large retirements coming up, so we're going to zero fund that. So I change that to zero fund and make a motion we approve.
Second.
All's in favor?
Aye.
See if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $20,000 to be added to the invasive species control fund previously established for the purpose of preventing and treating milfoil in Ossipee Lake. I'll make a motion we approve this.
Second.
All's in favor?
Aye.
To see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $25,000 for the purpose of purchasing and installing new playground equipment at Constitution Park. We'd like to continue to upgrade that equipment each year, and we're also looking at putting in a covered pavilion there at some point. Make a motion that we approve this.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. To see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the amount of $67,100 as well as encumber $40,000. 66,000, you're right. 66,000, you can't ask me the number. $66,100 as well as encumber $40,420, which is the remainder of the $66,100 that was raised in the year 2019 to support repairs to the Ossipee Concerned Citizens Building. Funds raised in the year 2019 was $66,000. Replace the boilers, which was completed in 2019 for $12,900. Install mini-split air conditioning system in the senior center, $12,780, and that work is in progress. So the amount to be encumbered from the year 2019 is $40,420. Amount requested for year 2020 is $66,100. Amount to be encumbered from the year 2019 is $40,420, bringing the total to $106,520. Make a motion, we approve this?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye. So you want to take the next page? Oh, there you go. To see if the town will vote to purchase a baler for the transfer. To see if the town will vote to purchase a baler for the transfer facility at the cost of $78,500 with $59,000 coming from the Solid Waste Improvements Trust Fund and the sum of $19,500 to come from taxation. I make a motion, we approve this.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. To see if the town will vote to purchase a loader for the highway department at a cost of $150,000 with $100,000 coming from the Highway Equipment Capital Reserves Fund and the remainder of $50,000 to be raised by taxation. I make a motion, we approve this article.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. To see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate $27,000 for the purchase of a tactical gear for the police department. I make a motion, we recommend this article.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. To see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $9,000 for technology improvements, including replacing obsolete computers and upgrading security for the network. I make a motion, we approve this article.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. To see if the town will vote to discontinue the Ossipee Sidewalk Expendable Trust Fund created in 2007. Said funds, with accumulated interest to date of withdrawal, are to be transferred to the town's general fund. I recommend that we approve this article.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. To see if the town will vote to create an expendable trust fund under the provisions of RSA 31:19-A to be known as the Ossipee Sidewalk Construction and Lighting Expendable Trust Fund for the planning, layout, and installation of sidewalks, sidewalk lighting, signage, and related expenses in the town of Ossipee, and to raise and appropriate the sum of $36,000 to be placed in said fund and to designate the selectmen as agents to expend. I make a motion, we approve this article.
No, we're not going to approve this article.
Oh, we aren't going to? Says recommendation.
Well, that's just wording from last year's copy.
What?
This is
So-
the sidewalk.
Oh, it's in there.
That's not left over. The
No.
recommendation thing is in there so we can mark whether it was recommended, but
Yeah.
are you voting against it or do you want clarity on that item?
No,
Oh, I'll take back my motion. Rescind
So
it.
that's going to be funded with the money that was in the sidewalk expendable trust was only for sidewalks. We're going to put the money back in the general fund and then take it back out to put it in this, which allows for the lighting of the next phases of the project. This is the legal way to do that.
So it doesn't say that. It
it doesn't.
doesn't say.
Rick
that-
Sager wrote it.
It doesn't say funds to be taken from.
So the 36,000 is what's left over from the
Correct.
sidewalk project?
Yeah, we can't just redesignate it without a 2/3 vote. So Rick recommended we put the money back in general and then it comes back out and goes into the new fund. This way is how legal counsel recommended it.
So I would like to see that article rewritten.
Yeah,
To
let's rewrite.
explain, because we're gonna have to explain that on the floor.
Yeah.
To explain where that money, how that money's being taken.
Okay.
Okay, so let's ask him to
So we'll just go back.
pass
go
on
over
that one. Yeah.
Just put, to rewrite it.
Do we make a motion to pass over to any other?
Yeah. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye. Okay.
Yeah.
To see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $25,000 for sidewalk lighting, with the entire sum coming from the Ossipee Sidewalk Construction and Lighting Expendable Trust Fund, to be established if Article 19 passes.
There's one of these that we weren't funding, was it that one?
Well, we can't, if we're gonna take it from Article 19, it's 36,000. So is this 25,000 in addition to the 36?
No, it's, once those funds are in there to be recharacterized essentially, then we can use it for lighting. So it's, the money's already there, we just need to get it out of
This is the article
sidewalks
giving us permission to bring it out.
to spend it on lighting
No,
specifically.
it's not the article we're bringing out. This is.
19 gets it out of the sidewalk trust.
And 20
20.
is so we can spend it. Right?
Yeah, 18 discontinues the old fund, 19 starts the new fund that expands the use of the funds to lighting and signage, and then 20 specifies how much money from that fund would be used this year for those projects. There's no new money involved.
Okay,
Okay.
all right.
Can we just discuss this?
Make a motion to approve this article.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. To see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $9,500 for resurfacing and line painting of the tennis courts at Constitution Park. I make a motion we approve this article.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. To see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $348,983 to contract ambulance services.
Second.
I make a motion we approve this
Oh,
article.
hurry. Sorry. I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
It's been a long budget season. It's been a very long budget season.
Okay.
I just wonder, does the other selectman mind, I'd like Joe to speak to his article. I'd like you to speak a little bit about why and what you want for your tactical gear, please.
Sure. So basically what it's for is, you know, tactical gear is kind of a, I don't know if that's the term I would use, but it's for emergency responses when we have a situation that can be threatening to the officers. We did have a situation a little while ago in November where there were shots fired at it. And if there's one thing that it made me realize, it's how grossly unprepared my department is for a situation like that. I have officers, our main function when you have a barricaded person in a house is to surround the house, set up a perimeter until SWAT can get there if it's necessary. Well, I can tell you that when you're on a perimeter and it's freezing rain out and you're out there for 3-4 hours, you don't want to be dressed in this. It doesn't work. So this is stuff for ballistic helmets, more of a ballistic vest to put on, and some throw-over camo rain gear so you don't stand out like a sore thumb to whoever's in the house. As it stands right now, the ballistic armor that we wear now will not stop rifle rounds. It will only stop handguns. This subject had more than one rifle in his house that was being fired at us. So it's just to prepare the officers more. And basically it would assign each officer a set of gear. They'd be handed a bag. It was a set of gear with rain top, rain bottom, a better vest, a ballistic helmet, and some better sights for their weapons.
And the reason for this is that our guys were standing there by the trees with bullets
literally flying.
literally
over their
flying
heads,
over their head with no protective gear on whatsoever.
Yeah, they had a little wood pile for protection, and that was about it. So,
Thank you.
You're welcome, thank you.
Huh?
Non-public.
You mean public input?
Yeah.
Here, that's my turn. I'm going to open up the meeting to public input again. Hi,
Maria
Maria.
Moulton, the library director. I noticed that the carpet warrant article was not in there, and I wondered about that.
I didn't hear it either.
You're right. You're right,
The
Maria.
library.
The library article
The carpet.
for the carpet.
Okay, I think we mentioned it in passing, but I don't have any detail, I don't believe.
That will get added, Maria.
We will add it.
Do you need me to submit the information I...
No, I've got the information.
You've
I
got
know,
it.
I've got the information.
All right, thank you.
Okay, library.
We can actually hold on. We have the information, it's just not written.
I don't have it with me, but I've got it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Maria.
Thank you.
Is there any other public input? Anybody have any old business?
No.
Any new business?
No, thank you.
Oh, thank you. And the selectmen will be attending the, hopefully, contract signing for the ambulance service tonight in Freedom
Yes.
with the other towns.
Being no further input, I make a motion, we adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Yeah.